What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing a beer from Energy City Brewing, and they are out of Batavia, Illinois, and this is their Bistro Cabana, the pink guava and pineapple variant. So they're calling this one a Berliner style Weisse beer with pink guava and pineapple. It comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed time of review. This can is just over 1 month old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and a viewer of the channel, Kenny, for hooking me up with this one. So big thanks to him. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies that Kenny hooked me up with. And this was a surprise in the beer mail because I didn't know he was going to be sending this one. And I'm really happy he did because he knew that I wanted to try something from Energy City. And yeah, this is what I wanted to try. I want to try some of their fruited sours. So on the side here, it says, our bistro beers have a sourness served fresh from the kettle for a bright and lively taste. Best kept cold, served fresh, contains real fruit. Fruit added after fermentation. And on the bottom, for full and consistent flavor, invert and swirl can before serving. So this is a heavily fruited sour ale. They basically brew the beer and then they post-fermentation mix it with more or less fruit puree. So yeah, pink guava and pineapple, weird kind of mixture. Don't think I've had those two specific fruits before in a beer like this. So we'll see. Now I don't have nails, so trying to get into this one. Now we'll see if it explodes everywhere. I've kept it cold since he sent it my way, so no, looking good. Got a huge glass here. Should be able to pour most of it in, if not all of it. Yeah, it's just looking like, you know, a heavily fruited sour ale, because that's what I expected out of this one. And like I said, should be able to fit it all in there. So we'll put it over here. So yeah, that is going to have the crazy carbonation. I might have to drink it before I want to. I don't know. So that pours out like this, a bubble gum kind of look. It's probably going to be darker on camera, but this just has this like, yeah, it's like pink guava for sure. Like, or like grapefruit, like a ruby red grapefruit, just very like a dark pink. And it looks crazy thick. Has about a 2-finger of this really like light pink, almost like brownish kind of head too. It kind of looks crazy. Has all the pectin fruit puree goodies hanging out too. And yeah, it looks kind of what I expected it to look like, but I think it has more of like the guava kind of look. But again, pineapple juice probably not gonna, you know, it's gonna get dominated by the pink guava. Let's get a nose. So I like guava. I don't drink enough beers with guava in it, but I can, as soon as I smell it, I kind of know it's guava. It's funny, a good friend of mine and fellow beer tuber, Matt, over at Massive Beer Reviews, I think this was back in 2019, when we hung out for the 2019 Beer Tuber Palooza that was hosted by him. We did a couple of reviews the night before, and we did a mystery beer, and it ended up being Collective Arts' Guava Goza. And when we both smelled it, we knew it was guava right from the get-go, and we kind of figured out, we thought it was more of like a, just like a regular like Berliner Weisse. Turned out to be a Goza. Didn't really pick up on the salinity as much when we were drinking it, but I just know what guava smells like. It's so bright. There's a Pittsburgh brewery too that I had a guava beer, a guava sour from that was just, I just love the guava. Like, I feel like some people may not like guava, but like for me, I love the nose. I'm really getting no pineapple. This smells like guava juice, guava puree, whatever. There's a little bit of sweetness, but there's a pretty big tartness here. Yeah, there's not much. This is, to me, one of the least complex noses of a like sour beer I've ever had. It's basically just guava. It's pureed guava. I mean, that's partly what it is, but like that's all I smell. So anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Kenny. Oh. Whoa, was not expecting that tartness. It's a sour beer, but the nose just was like guava. It smelled, you know, pretty tart, but it was like low sour. Like it's gripping the back, like puckering kind of sour. So body on this one's like lower side of full, medium full. It's thick, you know, because of the puree. There's a thickness. It's kind of smoothie-esque, but this isn't like crazy. I've had fuller, you know, beers before within this style. Mouthfeel, there's carbonation, but because, shout out to Sun Pump, you're probably going to see a lot of reviews in a row with the Sun Pump. It was warmer here and for like the last 3 days, and it's just, Sun Pump's been going ham, doing his job. But a lot of reviews are going to have it in it. Anyway, look at the pectin. It's crazy. It's staying in the glass. Yeah, the mouthfeel, Really soft, smooth, and creamy. The taste, though, it's guava. Pink guava and pineapple. The pineapple, I'm really not getting hit with. Right at the forefront, when I take a sip, there's a really nice like sweetness. Maybe that's what the pineapple's providing. But it's like a sweet, like pink guava kind of character. Juicy pink guava. Passes through, that sweetness starts to morph into this really nice high tartness. And by the end of the sip, on the back palate, it has a low sourness, pretty big acidic blast. I feel like I'm going to have heartburn. I'm starting to feel it right in the throat after whatever, half dozen sips. I think I'm going to have heartburn after this. Maybe a little acid reflux. It has a really nice balance to it. There's a lot of, sweetness up front, but then you get that sourness on the back of the palate, that acidic bite. The issue I have with this one, and it's not a huge issue, and I really do enjoy this one, it's basically like someone took pink guava and pureed it, and that's all I'm drinking. Now people who don't like this style or refuse to call it beer and says it tastes nothing like beer, they'll probably be like, that's what you're drinking. And to be fair, I am basically drinking pink guava puree along with pineapple puree that was blended with a Berliner Weisse style base. The pink guava is dominating. I don't think this was a good blend just because I'm not getting any pineapple here. The pink guava is just dominating it. And that's one thing I've noticed about guava beers is that a lot of times it's so intense with the characteristics, both in the nose and the taste, that if you brew it with another fruit or maybe another adjunct, a lot of times that gets lost, and that's what's happening here. Now, I like guava and I like pink guava, but this might be a little bit too much for me to like really enjoy this entire can. Like, this would be a nice sharing beer because I've drank a decent amount of it, but I'm getting to the point where it's just like, man, that's just one thing, and it's starting to get a little bit old type of thing. It's good though. I mean, it's pretty much what they went for. If they just said Berliner style of Weisse beer with pink guava, I think they pretty much nailed it. The fact that there's pineapple in here and I'm really not tasting it, I think, again, it's just lending that sweetness. Kind of a bummer. I can't taste the 6.5%, which is nice. Here's the thing. I enjoy this one. I like it. It's tasty. But for me, I want to see more pineapple, which, again, might be hard to do with these two fruits. And I just need something else. I mean, this is guava. It's sweet. It's sour. It's acidic, but it's mostly guava. Not really anything going on other than that. So while I'll enjoy it, and I'll probably drink the rest of this, I mean, again, the last like 4 or 5 ounces might be tough. I can't really go super high on this one. So I can give Bistro Cabana the pink guava and pineapple variant. Give it a low 4 out of 5 and go 3.9 out of 5. It's not blowing me away. First Energy City beer, and I will be honest with you, I'm a little bit let down. I know they do so many different variants of their Bistro series and beers like this. So the fact that I'm trying this one first, that's probably not a great thing in the grand scheme of things, but Kenny sent it my way, and I appreciate him because he knows I wanted to try something from them. And the fact that he grabbed this, and here's the thing, pretty sure he bought a 4-pack of it, and he doesn't like beers like this. So the fact that he knew I wanted to try it, he grabbed a beer and he sent it my way, I totally appreciate it, Kenny, more than you know. But I want to try more from them, and I want to try some of maybe like their Bistro Crumbles or something different because I just think these two fruits just don't go well together. They don't play well together. So price and availability, I have no idea. I would imagine something like this is like $20 to $22 a 4-pack, somewhere probably in that realm. If anybody out there knows what something like this costs, or Kenny, since you bought the 4-pack, what did you pay? I'm sure you got it. Very nice. Everything's a very nice. The availability, I have no idea. Again, they probably get distro. I know they get. So here's another thing. Good friend of mine, fellow beer tuber Tyler over at South 10 Beer Reviews. I think he's had Energy City show up by him. He gets some weird distribution. So I know they get outside of Chicago and outside of Illinois. I just don't know exactly where. I just know we've never seen it here in the West New York area. So to recap, I want to try another beer from them. This one, while I do enjoy it, a little bit disappointed. I think the guava dominates. If you've had this specific variant, let me know what you think about it. It's just one of those fruit smoothie beers that I went into it like, man, I think I'm really enjoy that. And then I started drinking and it's just like, there's no pineapple. The guava's dominating. There's not much going else. There's not much else going on. It's good, but like kind of already sick of it. So 3.9 is the highest I can do. Yeah, that's all I got. So thanks to Kenny for this beer. Thanks to everybody that has stopped by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.